Calvin Castine at Northeastern Clinton Central School. It's a little hazy, but if you look real close, you can see the outline of Whiteface Mountain in the center of your picture. And at the top of that mountain, you see snow. This is Monday, Memorial Day, May 27th, 2013. We've just finished one of the coldest and dampest Memorial Days that I can recall. And I can recall quite a few of them at my age. Temperature was generally in our area in the very low 40s. 43 was a common temperature in the last 48 to 60 hours. But up on Whiteface Mountain and in higher elevations, there was snow falling. And reports I had indicated that Whiteface had in the area of 34 inches of snow over Memorial Day weekend here in the year 2013. And when I looked out the window this morning at the closer view of Lion Mountain, from my home I could see snow in the top area of Lion Mountain also. So we don't unfortunately have a view of Whiteface Mountain, but I did have a view of that earlier today, and there is a whole lot of snow on Whiteface Mountain. We are here at Northeastern Clinton Central on this Memorial Day for a rescheduled baseball game. This is quarterfinal action in Section 7 at the Class B level. Number 4 Northeastern being visited by number 5 Plattsburgh High School. The winner will face number 1 seeded Beekmantown in a game that's scheduled for tomorrow. So they originally had planned to play this past Friday, and then had hoped to play it when that wasn't possible on Saturday, but there was just no way the games were playable. Although our friends just a little north of here in Chazy did manage to get their opening round game in. However, I did not record that. It was just too wet for my camera to be out there, but they did manage to sneak that one in on Friday. So a lot of make-up games for the next day or so. We have good weather, and after that thunder showers. So it's going to be an interesting situation down this home stretch here as the Section 7 teams try to wrap up their season and move on to regional competition, because regional play has to be played. So the teams in Section 7 have to find a way to get these games in. We're going to head down a little closer and bring you today's action. Plattsburgh High School at Northeastern Clinton coming up right here, right now on viewer-supported hometown cable. Umpire Ron Chase, who hails from Lion Mountain, insists that there was no snow up in his neck of the woods, and I sure saw a lot of white between the trees when I looked out my door this morning in that direction. It's Ron Chase and Keith Rabideau are your officials, and it's Rabideau, not Rabideau. The defense for the Cougars, pitching is Marcus Lefebvre. His battery mate is Josh Rabideau. At first base is Garrett Bigor. Second base is Reese Tucker. Shortstop is Kevin Sousa. And over at third base, it's Jacob Jeanette. The outfield left to right, Alex Lamberton, Mason Letourneau, and Brent Stein. And only non-starters for Jerry Davison's squad are Tanner Magoon, Aaron Misek, and Austin Forkey. The Hornets will send up Jack Telosky, followed by Ryan Whalen, Rob Knowles, Nate Emery, Dan Hartman, Alex Maston, Garrett Manchester, Rob Hartman, and Sean Corson. Hartman batting for Garrett Rietzma. Non-starters for them are Mohammed Eltahar and Dan Patre. Coach is Jim Manchester. It's a bright and beautiful Monday afternoon. Temperature in the mid to low 60s with a steady breeze, as is usually the case over here on this Cougar athletic field. A steady breeze coming from directly behind us, so I may or may not be wearing my cap throughout this ball game. I can't take a chance that it'll blow off and head onto the field right in the middle of a play. Pulaski will lead it off, and he'll be facing, as we said, Marcus Lefebvre, or vice versa. Marcus Lefebvre facing Jack Pulaski. First pitch of the ball game is taken for ball one, just missed. Strike called. Oh, 1 ball, 1 strike. That's in the dirt. The on deck man or Whalen will get the ball. So it's 2 balls and a strike. That looks like 2. It is. Strike 2. 2 and 2. Lefebvre's 2-2 pitch is taken high for ball 3. So a full count to lead off the ball game. I believe the Cougars have won both meetings. There's ball 4 between these two schools thus far in 2013. So leadoff walk for Pulaski. And I'll bring up the third baseman, Ryan Whalen. A lot of people arriving in short sleeves. I hope they brought a jacket along or a windbreaker just in case, because I've got a jacket on and it's as warm as I want it to be, or cool as I want it to be. That is fouled off for strike 1. He's trying to bunt Pulaski over to second base. See if Sousa would play. Not Sousa, but third baseman Jeanette will play in a little bit at third. Not playing too shallow. The left-handed batter up. Strike 2. So Lefebvre picks up a big strike there, but makes it 0-2. So yeah, all but eliminates the possibility of Whalen bunting because of foul ball. Bunted foul ball. The third strike is a strikeout. It's going to get away, and he doesn't have to bunt because he's got his man at second base on the pitch in the dirt. So it's 1 ball and 2 strikes. Pulaski now in scoring position. Fade delivers. It's put into play up the middle. Going to have to hurry. First in time. Good job of getting over there by Reese Tucker, the second baseman. So I think it either went off the glove or of pitcher Lefebvre or hit somewhere on the mound. So that advances Pulaski to third base. He can score on a wild pitch or on a long fly ball, and the Hornet pitcher Robbie Knowles steps in and takes strike 1. Strike 2 called. Fade coming right after him. The 2 pitch is put into play, and it's a base hit. So Robbie Knowles comes through with an RBI single to help his cause and drives in the first run of the ball game. Now the cleanup man, Nate Emery, the first baseman. I think this is the third lefty hitter in the lineup there. That's where there are a lot of lefty batters. Knowles is going. He's going to be... And he is safe. Not the prettiest slide I've ever seen there, Rob Knowles. Third base coach over to check on him. Looks like Jim, huh? Coach Manchester. So Knowles is in scoring position. Always a little bit of danger there, and you got your Pitcher running the bases. That's high. Well, let's hope that little dog don't spend the afternoon barking, huh? Oops, I'm looking at the dog and the camera's zooming on me here. That happens at least once or twice a game. 3-0. 3-0 the count. That's a strike, 3-1. One in, one on, one out. Ball 4. So Emery draws a base on balls. It'll put runners at first and second. And Dan Hartman, the catcher, will step in for the Hornets. Plattsburgh hoping to have a big inning to start things off here in this Section 7 quarterfinal baseball game at the Class B level. Nice stop there by Rabideau. Kept the runners from advancing. With the crowded playoff picture and losing a couple of days due to bad weather, the softball team is playing today, and they were postponed 3 times to get to today. So the postponed ball games and the tight schedule, it's tough enough to get do justice to our 3 schools, Shazy, Northern Adirondack, and Northeastern as it is. But we're going to have some disappointed fans no matter what we do. We can only do one game. They play them one at a time at the same time at different locations. It's not like soccer or basketball, where you might find 3 or even 4 games sometimes in basketball, one after the other, and that happens, of course, in soccer too. We'll have back-to-back games at the same field. That doesn't happen when the baseball, softball playoffs happen. That's popped up. Not Whalen, but Jeanette gave it a chase, but wasn't able to field it. Not sure if he was out of play at that spot or not. First and second. 1 out. Hit him. Hit him right on the hip bone. Just a hair below the belt, I think, on the left hip. No, hit him. Ooh, hit him in the kidneys. Right in the kidneys. That's even worse. Well, the Cougars will have a little conference here, probably just to help LaFave get settled. Bags are loaded, 1 out. Keith Rabideau says, let's play ball, guys. We have Alex Maston, the right fielder, stepping up for Plattsburgh. And what's turning out to be a long first inning. On deck is Garrett Manchester. Time called. Bases loaded. 1 out. Pitch to Masson is swung on. Strike 1. Coach has moved down in my view of the pitcher here. And souvenir for a lucky fan. Right 2. Well, LaFave's been ahead 0-2 a couple times. Hit too short. They're going to look for 2. Second. What happened? What happened? They threw to the plate? Threw to the plate. Holy cow. Through to the plate. I was looking for a double play attempt. But shortstop Sousa decided to try to cut the runoff at the plate. I'm looking for the ball, and it is it's behind the catcher. There's Garrett Manchester swinging and missing for strike one. So that's two more across. Runners are now at second and third. It's a nice idea on a perfectly hit ball to try to get that lead runner. But outs are important too. And you want to make sure you get the shore out, even if you can't get the double play. I'm going to have to move just a hair here because the coach has decided to move over just in front of me. Strike three. So Manchester goes down swinging. We'll bring up the number 8 hitter, designated hitter, Rob Hartman, who again is batting for the second baseman, Garrett Rietzma. Second and third, 2 outs. Strike. Tried to check his swing. It was a high. That's a strike. 1-1. Two men in scoring position. Plattsburgh's already got 3 runs in here in the first inning. And once again, we have the timeout. Just missed. Ball 2. Ball 3. 3 balls, 1 strike. Ball 4. That's going to reload the bases as Hartman draws a base on balls. He goes to first. And the number 9 hitter, 9th batter of the inning, Sean Corson, center fielder, will step in for the Hornets. 3 runs in, 3 men on, 2 outs. Here's the pitch, high, chin high for ball 1. LaFave's going to have to make him a hitter, or at least a swinger. Ball 2, just missed the batter, that is. And Jerry Davison with a count, 2 balls and no strikes, calls a timeout. LaFave says, I'll meet you halfway, coach. Time called. LaFave stays in. That was coach, umpire Revenue calling the time. Cougars have a game tomorrow, so there's a strike. They want to worry about tomorrow, but you can't worry about tomorrow when you got to win today. Too. I shouldn't say the Cougars have a game tomorrow. The winner of this game has a game tomorrow. Plattsburgh is hoping it's them, and the Cougars are planning on it being them. Strike 3. So whatever Jerry Davison said, he found the magic words. And LaFave strikes out Corson, and it's 3 left, 3 in, 3 outs, 9 batters, 3-0. We're going to the bottom of the first here on viewer-supported hometown cable. As we mentioned, Rob Knowles is the pitcher for the Hornets. His battery mate is Dan Hartman. At first base, Nate Emery. Second base is Garrett Rietzma. At shortstop, Jack Toloski. And over at third, Ryan Whalen. The outfield from left to right, Garrett Manchester, John Corson, and Alex Maston. Cougars will send up Sousa, Bigor, LaFave, Rabidou, Tucker, Jeanette, Lamberton, Letourneau, and Stein in that order. We are in the bottom half of the first. It is 3-0 Plattsburgh, off to a quick lead here in this Section 7 Class B quarterfinal game. As we mentioned earlier, the winner will go on to face Beekmantown at Beekmantown. And Tuesday, tomorrow, which is supposed to be our last day without threat of thunderstorm in the forecast. So, as I said earlier, it could be interesting going down the stretch. Here's Sousa leading off, swinging at the first offering. Hits it deep to left field. It falls in. And Sousa with a leadoff double for the Cougars. So Kevin Sousa wasting no time going after the first pitch from Robbie Knowles and belting it into left field. We have Tanner Magoon coaching at first, and he's standing right in front of where that ball landed, so we didn't quite see where it actually ended up. Here's Garrett Begor, the first baseman for Northeastern Clinton. Pitch from Knowles is taken for a strike. Knowles has a 3-0 lead. Should forget about the base runner, even though it's early in the game. You always want to go for outs, unless you're in a situation where that run's going to win the game or just make it an insurmountable lead. You're just early going, a lot of ball game. That's popped up and out of play. Pitch from Knowles, low. I think that evens the count at 2-2. 2-2. Second bat of the inning, man at second. Marcus Lefebvre on deck. Pitch to Begor. Popped up. A lot of sun in that sky. Nothing but blue skies above us. Any clouds we do have, and none of them are above us, but the ones we have are very small. So a lot of blue sky there for third baseman Whalen to look into. Now here's Marcus Lefebvre, the pitcher, with Josh Rabideau moving on deck. Knowles delivers. Swing and a miss, strike one. Cougars don't want to waste that leadoff double, but trailing 3-0, they weren't able to sacrifice to get him over to third. You want to give up outs when you're down by 3 in the first inning. For the first time in my recollection, the St. Mary's Bazaar held over to a Monday this year. It was such a washout from the normal Bazaar days. Goes hit to short. Go to first is going to be out of play. And he'll get second base. And Sousa scores. It's now 3-1. Bazaar held over for the first time. I can recall they had rides, and in fact, I was working in the concession stand today before coming here. I did the memorial service for the veterans. Veterans always come first on Memorial Day and Veterans Day. Did the memorial service in Rouse's Point, featuring post American Legion 912 and VFW 1418. Here's Josh Rabideau, and he's taking the ball. We did that. Drove by this field to take a look at the condition. Couldn't believe how great it looked. Then popped into St. Mary's and found out I wasn't just visiting. I was there to I needed my assistance. The food booth was kind of busy, so spent 3 or 4 hours there. Then get ready for this ball game. Tying run at the plate for the Cougars. On deck, Reese Tucker. Strike called. Three and one. 3-1 to score. Man at second. 1 out. High pop up. Drops in. And high sky. Rabidou, don't know if he could have made second or not. Not sure if he was running all the way or not. If he could make second and he's not there, he should be kicking himself. But I'm watching the ball, I wasn't watching him. So second and third, of course, the runner had to hold up. Because one out. So here's Reese Tucker with Jacob Jeanette becoming the on-deck batter. Tucker, the second baseman. Tying run is on board. Runners at the corners. 1 out. That was one that probably could have been caught, but that high sky, they just couldn't come up with it. Out at second. Well, a good fire there from the catcher, Hartman. And Rabidou's out. He didn't even slide. Rabidou's out. Runner at third did not advance. Double steal was not on. Second out. You don't want your outs coming on base running. You want your outs to come with the batters. At least that's what I want. So a nice play there by the catcher Hartman to get Rabidou. Battling it all the way. The third baseman Wayland makes the catch. And the Cougars strand a runner and trail 3-1 as we head for the second inning here on viewer-supported hometown cable. Jack Toloski takes it a little high. Leadoff man. Leading off the second inning, his team up 3-1. Is fouled and out of play. 1 ball, 1 strike. And we'll move down a hair. Try to get the pitcher in the picture. The pitcher in the picture. Also a good idea to get the picture in the picture. No, the pitcher, the pitcher in the picture. Whoa, almost caught out there. Good effort. Good effort. Should have been caught, but it wasn't. Held up. And we're going to move down another hair here. And I got to move to get on level ground. Okay. Ball 4, Toloski. It's a leadoff walk. And the Hornets have a base runner. Ryan Whalen, the third baseman, will be the batter for Plattsburgh. Gets the signs from Coach Manchester. Wave checks the runner, fires to first, and he's back. And a scout becomes scouting as a team. I assume these guys might be from Beekman Town. Stolen base. Over here. The scout out the opposition. Jerry Davison coming out. We're going to have a pitching change. Looks like Sousa's going to come in. So Sousa comes in with, I think, a 1-0 count. Now a 2-0 count on Whalen. Lefebvre moved to shortstop, so they just switched positions. Strike called.
Good defense, Cougars, good defense. Be alert.
Ball, three balls and a strike. First base is open. Nobody out, second batter of the inning. Ball, 4. Whalen walks. That's first and second. And the pitcher, Robbie Knowles, who came through with that RBI single back in the first, is up for Plattsburgh.
You ready, Cougars? Any bag, any bag.
Swings at the first offering, is hit to second. First, safe at first. Rigord making a nice leap to catch that ball. Keep it in play. So it puts runners at the corners. Knowles reaches on a fielder's choice. Rigord probably just, at this point in time, saved the run. Well, that's 1 out. And Nate Emery, the batter, first baseman up for Plattsburgh. He takes a strike. Two. Knowles goes uncontested into second base, takes the force off. Those 2 men in scoring position, 2 ducks on the pond for Plattsburgh. 0-2 pitch is hit to second. A line shot. A line drive to Tucker, and he caught it in the air. So a well hit ball by the cleanup batter Emery. But it's right back, right at Tucker. And Tucker ate that one up for a big, important second out. Dan Hartman, the catcher, steps in. With 2 men in scoring position. Here's the pitch, strike 1. Cougars trying to stop the bleeding with those 3 in the first inning, and make a comeback as the game progresses. 1 run or 2 at a time is a strike. Didn't offer. The representative said they didn't go around. Foul tip, just get a piece of it. It's always, if you're a catcher, I would always ask the umpire to check the other guy, see if he thought he went around. I remember in 2003, there's a ball hit back to Sousa over to Bigor for the out. 2003, Vladimir Guerrero's last at bat for the Expos. It was a check swing. When I saw it live, I thought he'd gotten a raw deal. When I got the video home and looked at it, it was strike threes with a check swing. So it doesn't hurt, but you sometimes see with the naked eye isn't what really happened, and sometimes the umpire might say, hey, that was a strike. So I would always try to check on anything that was reasonable to check on, so you don't make a nuisance of yourself. So Plattsburgh strands 2. They remain ahead by a 3-1 margin. We're heading for the bottom of the second here on viewer-supported hometown cable. Third baseman Jacob Jeanette will lead off the Cougar half of the second. His team down 3-1. Rob Knowles winds, delivers. Strike one. Strike two. Quiet fishing after that one. So Knowles ahead 0-2. Way high. Wasting one, but wasted it way high. One-two pitch, taken for strike three. So Jeanette goes down looking, and left fielder Alex Lamberton will be the batter.
Come on, Alex, get it rolling.
I will. 1-4, you're ready, buddy.
3-1 Plattsburgh, bottom half of the second inning. Section 7, Class B quarterfinal. Strike. Winner faces the Eagles of Beekmantown. We're here taking in the ball game. High fly ball and caught in center field. High and deep, but center fielder Sean Corson able to haul that one in. All a win, but he didn't have to battle with the sun in center field, or especially right center field. It's that left side of the field that has problems with the sun. Here's Mason Letourneau, the center fielder for the Cougars. With 2 outs and nobody on, he takes it in the dirt for ball one. Strike.
Okay, Mason, that was not yours.
Dead ball. 1-2 pitch. Strike 3 called. So 3 up, 3 down for the Cougars. We're going to go to the third with Plattsburgh leading at 3-1 here on Viewer supported hometown cable. Right fielder Alex Maston leading off the top half of the third inning. His team up 3-1. Swings and misses at a pitch from Sousa for strike 1. Strike 2. Time again. Heath Revenue calls a lot of times that not sure if he's asking for it or the catcher or the batters, I mean, or what, but a lot of timeouts. Cougar fans thought it was a strike, but Keith Revenue has a better view than they do. Ooh, they got him right on the belt buckle. Right on the belt buckle. A naval destroyer. So it's going to be a lead-off man on. I think that's the third time this has happened here. Last time the Hornets couldn't capitalize on it. About to get Maston on. And left fielder Garrett Manchester stepping in. Nice big target there at first base. He does a good job with his glove. Bunted. Hornets with the lead. Looking to bunt him over. With a man in scoring position. Nobody out. Is bunted. Sousa throw in the dirt. And nice job by Bigor. Bigor's done a nice job every game I've seen him at first base. Scoop that up. So Manchester does his job, advances the runner, and designated hitter Rob Hartman. Here comes the batter. With Maston in scoring position at second base. About 8 and 9 hitters up here for Sousa. May 27th, 2013, Memorial Day. After a cold and wet weekend. Temperature will double between one weekend and the next. As low 40s this past weekend, supposed to be in the low 80s this coming weekend. Ball 4. Well, it puts runners at first and second as Hartman draws a free pass. And Sean Corson, the center fielder, will step in with top of the order on deck. A big batter here for Sousa. Got to make him a hitter. Strike is hit to slow roller that Lefebvre had to charge and pick up on the infield grass. Went to Tucker to get the out at second, but very little chance of getting a double play on that one, but they get that. That runner keeps the force on at first base. There are 2 outs, runners at the corners, and Jack Tulaski will have batted in every inning thus far. He's up here in the third after leading off the first and second. Throw down, he's going to be safe at second. No advance at third. No double steals. A good attempt there, but Corson able to get the steal. Runners at second and third. This is Hit too short. LaFave to Bigor for the out. Well, once again, the Hornets strand 2. Score none. But they lead 3-1. We're heading for the bottom half of the third inning here on viewer supported hometown cable. Plattsburgh batted around in the first inning. Cougars are sending up their 9th batter here, and we are in the third inning. So it's taking them 2 innings plus to get through their batting order. Brent Stein leading off. Well, Plattsburgh has batted around twice at this point, but they have stranded 7 runners through the first 3 innings. Although they lead 3-1, they have stranded a lot of men on base. There's a strike. Cougars have stranded just 1 base runner. So half the men that got on for them, and I can't say half scored because they did get a man thrown out on the bases. So a third of the men that got on for them scored. There's the ball. 2-2. 3-1 Plattsburgh, bottom of the third. On a bright and beautiful 27th of May 2013. Here's the pitch from Robbie Knowles. Hit to the right side. Unassisted put out by the first baseman, Nate Emery. But Knowles was right there if needed. Emery could have tossed him, but Knowles actually beat everybody to the bag. So good hustle by the Hornet pitcher. Top of the order now, Kevin Sousa will start the game at shortstop and is now the Cougar pitcher.
We'll be right there. Just pull up a little.
Getting the field in great shape. A lot of rain, but the ground was very dry and a lot of it soaked in. There's a strike. Jerry Davison, the coach for the Cougars, telling me that a little bit of dampness in a few standing puddles in left field, but for the most part, the field's in excellent shape. And they mowed it on Thursday. This is a Monday, so although we got a lot of rain, the grass didn't grow. Apparently it doesn't grow much in the rain, but it should start growing after today with the sunshine. 3-1. 3-1 to count. Strike 2, 3-2. On deck, Garrett Bigor. Strike 3 at the knees. Sousa goes down looking. There are 2 outs. And Garrett Bigor will step in. With nobody on. Team down 3-1 in the third. Ball 1. Strike called. Strike 2. Knowles, the senior, going right after him. There we go, protecting the plate, strikes out. 3 up, 3 down, nothing across for the Cougars. And they go down in order for the second time in the first three innings. And Plattsburgh continues to lead 3-1 after 3 full on viewer-supported hometown cable. Ryan Whalen, number 2 man in the Plattsburgh batting order, is the 20th batter of the game for the Hornets, and he's leading off the 4th inning here. His team up 3-1 in his Section 7 Class B quarterfinal baseball game. Hits it to shallow left field. It's going to fall in. A bloop single. A little bloop single. The old line drive in the scorebook type of hit to lead it off. Kind of a left-handed Texas League single. I usually think of right-handed batters when I think of Texas League singles, but it looked like there for Whalen. Here's Robbie Knowles. I think in all 4 innings, the Hornets have gotten their leadoff batter on board. That ball got away from Sousa. Loser hangs up the spikes. Winner advances.
You ready, Reese? Coming at you. Let's go.
Strike. Just missed.
Come on, Kevin.
Nobody out. Number 3 hitter, Robbie Knowles at the plate. Ball 4. Knowles gets a free pass. He's on for the 3rd time in the game. Cleanup man Nate Emery will step in for Plattsburgh.
Get ready, Reese. Let's go.
A bloop single and a walk. And the Hornets are threatening here in the 4th inning, already leading 3-1. Hit to center field. And the fly ball is scooped up by Mason Letourneau. Neither runner able to advance. Emery flies out, and catcher Dan Hartman will be the batter for Plattsburgh.
Back to back.
Sosa delivers, and tight, ball 1. Strike, 1 ball, 1 strike. Sosa delivers. 3-1.
Look really good, Kevin. Look really good.
Ball 4. Little bloop single and 2 walks. Loads the bases for Plattsburgh. 1 out, and Alex Maston, the right fielder, going to be the batter. So we figure out where the first base coach is going to get. We'll get set.
Turn 2 infield. Let's go. Bring her home, Jake.
Here's the pitch. On the ground. They're going to come to the plate.
Yes. Good job, boy.
They fire into the plate. That was a good play there. Not a slow roller. It was a quick bouncer. He received it high above the belt. So it was an easy play to fire. It's just a force. So no tag necessary. So they got Whalen. Aston reaches on the fielder's choice. Garrett Manchester hits the first pitch. Foul ball, strike one. So everybody will return to their bases here. With 2 outs, everybody's running for Plattsburgh. Very nice day for a baseball game.
All right, Cougars, good defense.
So Sousa had 0-1. Here's the pitch. That is base hit up the middle. Misplayed. It's going to out the plate. Out at the plate. So it was misplayed, and that gave Plattsburgh the incentive to send Hartman, and he was nailed at the plate. All right, Letourneau and whoever the relay man was nailed him at the plate. So the Hornets get a run to make it 4-1, but they strand 2 more in the 4th. So they've stranded 9 runners, but they've scored 4, and that's the important part. And they lead halfway through this one by a 4-1 margin. Shortstop Marcus Lefebvre, formerly known as pitcher Marcus Lefebvre, swings at the first offering in the bottom of the 4th. It falls in. It falls in. No sunshine involved there. Lefebvre, he was trotting. He was trotting and getting some grief from the parents, saying, "Run those out. Run those out, guys." If you had a chance to be on second, something like that. I saw earlier, Rabideau, I'm not sure if he ran it out or not, but he was thrown out going to second, trying to steal. So Rabideau at the plate right now. If you can get, he thought he was going to be out, and he ended up at first. So I don't know if he could have made second or not on the batted ball, but he didn't get a chance to get to second because he was thrown out, attempting to steal. And it broke up what could have been a big inning for the Cougars. Rabideau gets a piece of that one, hits it deep into left field. That's going up the hill. And Jerry Davison's going to hold him up. Now 4-2. And Rabideau, an RBI triple. Headed down the left field side and hit it a long way, halfway up the hill. Without that hill, that would have been a home run. That ball would have kept on going. But the hill slows things down up there, and it's kind of a wall of sorts. So 4-2, tying run at the plate. And it's Reese Tucker with nobody out. Takes it high for a ball. That's it to second. Should get the run in. It does. Rabideau scores, so an RBI for Tucker makes it 4-3. If you're making out, you want to advance a runner, and it did. Rabideau scores on the ball hit to the right side of the infield. Hard hit ball by Tucker. Good job by the second baseman Rietsma. Jacob Jeanette will step in now for the Cougars. Nobody on. He represents potential tying run. Here in the fourth, he takes it a little tight. Ball 1.
Come on, Jake.
Nobody on base. Knowles can concentrate on the batter. Strike. Not sure what I'll be covering tomorrow. I know there's a lot of playoff games to choose from. I doubt if it'll be the winner of this game against Beekmantown, because I'll try to cover either D's or C's. Boy, not sure if it'll be baseball or softball, but we'll try to cover something in the D's or C's tomorrow, I think. Two and two. That's a fair ball. Could be trouble. It'll be an infield hit for Jeanette. Third baseman Whalen came charging in, hoping to barehand it and pick it up. He wasn't able to come up with it, but I'm going to give Jeanette the benefit of the doubt and say he would have beaten that out. So we're going to give him an infield hit. It puts a potential tying run on base for the Cougars, and brings up the potential go-ahead run on and run to the plate, and that's Alex Lamberton, the left fielder. So a 4-3 ball game, 1 out. Tying run on board for the Cougars. Hit to left field. Is caught in the air. Grabbed by the left fielder Manchester. So Lamberton got decent contact with the ball, hit it to left field. Wasn't overly routine play with that sun in the wind. Well, now Mason Letourneau is the batter. To remind our viewers that this is viewer-supported local television. If you're watching this, we need your support to keep this programming coming. And we're amazed that more of you don't support our efforts financially. I'll take this little reminder here to step up to the plate, contribute. Got a donation yesterday from Saranac, a $1 donation from a viewer through PayPal. So Hometown Cable ends up with 67 cents, but it's 67 cents we didn't have 2 days ago. Obviously, we don't get very far with the $1 donations, but at least the thought was there. So all you can afford is $1. We'll take it, even though it'll only be 67 cents when PayPal takes their cut out of it. But if you can afford 100 of those dollars, we'd sort of take that too, with a grin. That's ball 4. So Mason Letourneau draws a free pass. And Brent Stein will be the batter. At first, we're going to have a little conference at the pitching rubber. The tying run has moved to second base. The go-ahead run is on for the Cougars with the top of the order on deck. And just 1 out here in the bottom of the 4th. I temporarily forgot about that fly ball to left, so there are 2 outs. 2 outs, first and second. Stein at the plate. Pitch from Knowles. Dead ball. Bounced off the leg of the batter, Stein.
Come on, Brent. You can do this.
No tying run on board for the Cougars.
Hey, Jake, be on the go.
Bottom half of the 4th inning. Pitch from Knowles. Nobody able to advance in that one. Ball stayed in front of the catcher, Hartman.
Be alive, boys. Be alive, Cougars.
Knowles has a little bit bigger stride than the average pitcher in the CVAC. Strike called.
Okay, Brent.
All right. Here we go. Come on, out. Come on, Brett. Go, Brett. Protect. Protect. Here you go, Brett.
Swing and a miss, strike 3. Stein goes down swinging, which is a whole lot better than going down looking. And we're going to go to the 5th inning. Cougars are right back in the thick of things. They trail 4-3 after 4 full on viewer-supported hometown cable.
Let's go. Hey.
Designated hitter Rob Hartman leads off the 5th inning. His team up 4-3. And we'll adjust based on where the Plattsburgh coach is. And he's moving. A wise guy, huh? We move, he moves. Ball, is that ball 3? 3-0. 3-0. Hornets have had their leadoff man on in all 4 innings thus far. We're in the 5th. They're looking to make it 5 in a row. Pitch from Sousa, his ball. No, strike. Just caught the corner. 3-1. Ball 4. Hartman draws the leadoff walk. So once again, Plattsburgh has their leadoff man on board. They've stranded
Come on, double play, boys.
6 and 3, 9. They've stranded 9 in the first 4 innings. There is Sean Corson swinging at the first offering, hits it out of play, foul, strike 1.
Let's go, 6. Make sure you get 1 in field, but try to get 2. Let's go. Second base.
Another time. Heath Rebido calling a lot of timeouts. Not sure if it's the Plattsburgh batters who are asking for the timeouts or what, but sure as heck been a lot of timeouts in this ball game. Strike 2. Top of the order on deck. 0-2 the count. Strike 3? Nope. 1-2. Must have been off the plate.
You're ready, Reese. Coming at you.
1-2 pitch. Out of play. Leverton giving it chase.
Come on, Kev.
1-2. Count holds.
Hey, Jake. Come back to Jacob.
2-2.
Come on, Nick. You got this. You got this. Hard. Make the perfect pitch.
Ball 3. Strike 3 looking. So Corson looked at a whole lot of pitches, fouled off a couple. Now Jack Tulowski's at the plate, leadoff man. One out. Man at first. 4-3 Plattsburgh. Top half of the fifth. Strike one.
There we go, there we go. Let's go, six, let's go, six.
Looks like some gymnastics training going on up on the hill.
Let's go, infield, get one, try for two, let's go.
Like two into the bleachers.
Hard, yeah,
Just missed. Two and two.
Real nice, Kevin, real nice. Do it again. Here we go.
Come on, Kevin.
Big three looking. The second hot looking strikeout in this inning for Plattsburgh. That's two outs, and Ryan Whalen, the third baseman, will be the batter.
Easiest bag, let's go.
Sure we can get that airplane here. We got an airplane buzzing around up there. Whalen looks at ball one. Plattsburgh's left at least two men on in every inning. Only got one on right now. Strike, 1-1. It's hit to second. Tucker to Bigor. 4 up, 3 down. Nothing across for the Hornets. They are scoreless in the top of the fifth. We're going to the bottom of the inning. Plattsburgh leading at 4-3 here on viewer supported hometown cable. Top of the order, Kevin Sousa for Plattsburgh. The Robbie Knowles fan club. Hit deep into right center field. This is going to be at least 3. And with nobody out, he's going to hold him up. Jerry Davison's going to hold him up. It's going to be, and he would have been no chance of getting any further. A lead-off single for Kevin Sousa, representing the potential tying run. He'll have to tuck in his shirt and plan on scoring that tying run. There's obviously an excellent chance of the Cougars scoring at least that tying run here in the fifth. Here is Garrett Bigor with nobody out and a man at third. You got to say the odds are in the Cougars' favor. But Rob Knowles might have something to say about. He fires strike one to Bigor. Looks like Sousa decided not to tuck that shirt in. Strike two. Warming up out here. The wind has died down for the moment. Sun shining on our back. It's getting warm out. That's fine. Fine with me. After a weekend of having a chill. Tie. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Strike 2, 3. So Bigor goes down looking. And I'll bring up Marcus LaFay. Big strikeout there for Knowles. LaFay, number 3 hitter in the lineup. Josh Rabideau, cleanup man on deck. Strike one. Should Lefebvre reach and Sousa not score, and Rabideau gets up there with 1 out, I'm betting that Rabideau will get that run in with 1 out. 2 outs, he might hit a fly ball that's the 3rd out, but I'm guessing that he'll at least get a sacrifice or not a base hit. That's what I say about the on-deck man, Rabideau.
Kid, wait for tack.
1-2 the count. Knowles ahead. Looking to get out of this inning with no damage.
Ready, 1-1, let's go.
Cougars not wanting to waste the leadoff triple. Ball 2. 2 balls, 2 strikes. 1 out to Lefebvre. He's hit well in the games that we've seen here at Northeastern. Fouls that one off. Number 4 Northeastern hosting number 5 Plattsburgh. This quarterfinal game at the Class B level here in Section 7. Beekman Town, a bunch of their players gathered in uniform behind home plate. Will face the winner tomorrow. Hit too short. Fire to first will be in time. A good job of keeping Sousa at 3rd base. Toloski, check that runner, fired to Emery. 2 outs. Don't bet against Rabideau here. He's hitting over 500 in the games I've been at. And I don't think he's hitting over 500 for the season, but the games I've been at, he's gotten on more often than not. On deck, Reese Tucker. Ball. 2-0.
Come on, 7.
Ball 3. 3-0. Pitching carefully to Rabideau. Strike called. Three 1, 2 outs. Strike 2. Full count. Tying run at 3rd base here in the 5th inning. Knowles against Rabideau. Good matchup, good pitcher, and a good batter. Here's the pitch. Ball 4. Throw to 3rd, and Sousa able to get back. Well, Rabideau gets the base on balls. Runners at the corners. And Rabideau's mother saying, if you're going to steal, hit the dirt. He got thrown out and he didn't slide. And I believe that was back in the first inning.
Come on, Reese.
Let's go.
Here's Reese Tucker, second baseman. Here's the pitch.
All right.
Swings at the first offering. Hits it to. If it's a fair ball. Foul ball. Foul ball. Tucker hit it a ton, but foul. That would have been a lead for the Cougars. Not only would the tying run have scored, but I think Rabideau would have been right behind him. So Tucker wasting no time teeing off, but it went foul. So Knowles ahead 0-1. And what did he do? Checking the runners.
Oh, hey, dog. Really, 19?
Rabideau getting a mouthful of Cougar infield. Chase that one for strike 2.
Come on, Reese. You can do this, bud. You're new.
Check your plate, kid. You got this. Let's go.
Get in here, get in here.
Knowles to Tucker. Slid that time, but Ron Chase says he's out. Rabideau sliding in at second, but gunned down by Hartman for the second time. So the leadoff triple goes for naught, and we're going to go to the 6th inning. Plattsburgh hanging on to a 4-3 lead here over the Cougars. Pitcher Rob Knowles at the plate, leading off. Bunts it, a one-hopper to Sousa. It's gonna. Hey, where's the right fielder? Right fielder should be backing that up. Tucker ends up catching it up, so Knowles reaches. They'll lead off the 6th inning, and once again, Plattsburgh has their lead batter on. It's been the story of the day, except they've only got 4 of them in altogether. Not just lead batters, but all batters all together. Here's Nate Emery. Takes a ball.
Hey, Kevin, you got a thimble. You got a thimble.
That's hit to short. Double play. How about that? How about that? All right, goes from shortstop LaFave to the second baseman Tucker, who fires over to Bigor. A good turn there of the DP. At second by Tucker. Here's catcher Dan Hartman. 4-3 Plattsburgh. Takes it high for a ball.
Come on, 6. And they're right here, kid. Let's go.
Top half of the 6th. Strike call, 1-1.
Come on, Dad.
And the pitch. Strike 2. So Sousa had 1 and 2. Strike 3. So a double play and a strikeout, and the Hornets don't leave anybody on that time. And we go to the bottom of the 6th. It's 4-3 Plattsburgh. At 6:13 p.m. on May 27, 2013. Number 13 will step in. Reese Tucker will lead off the 6th inning. He was at the plate when Rebedu was thrown out in the 5th. Sticking with it and staying in play was Ryan Whalen. So Tucker pops up. We have a 1 out, 4-3 Plattsburgh. Jacob Jeanette, the batter now. He's the Cougar third baseman. Knowles. Lyons delivers. Strike one. Right.
Get in there, buddy.
Inside the other batter box is okay.
1-2. Two and two.
Come on, Jake. It's in there and swinging. Yeah, all right, Jake. Stay alive.
That's in play, but way foul. The right fielder Maston will come over and throw it back in. High sky, especially right now. There's got a few puffy clouds. The game started, but they've moved on out of here. Pretty much all blue everywhere we look, which is a complete opposite of what it was yesterday, the day before, the day before. Strike three looking. So, Jeanette goes down looking, and Alex Lamberton will step in. Cougars want to get at least a couple of base runners right now, even if they don't score. Otherwise, they'll have their 8 and 9 hitters leading off, and nothing against the 8 and 9 hitters, but obviously you want your 1 and 2 hitters to start an inning, if possible. So this is the number 7 hitter right here. And he's going to get on the old-fashioned way. On a ball on the hip. They've got him in the hind end, not certain. He's obviously not going to rub the wound because you never do that. Here's Mason Letourneau with a tying run on board. Letourneau will step in, 2 outs. So the inning stays alive. And the pitch, strike one. Just foul tipped it. Oh, nose ahead, 0-1.
So we went up there again the next day and changed it, and I said, I went up for a position. Something's different with the dog, and you know I love her. I said, Mom, that is going on, so I'm not going to give your business, but next week I just put home to let you know. The next day she texted me early in the morning that I needed to take.
And a pitch. Knowles checks the runner and delivers. Taking a chance. Hartman taking a chance. Almost Got Lamberton sleeping out there, but you make those throws as a catcher, you better make sure you're accurate, otherwise you're going to man at second base. Strike. Strike two, 2-2, I think is the count. Knowles delivers. Ball 3, full count. Full count. Walk. We'll bring up Stein. Knowles fires to first, but Lamberton is back. Fouled off. It's a full count. High fly ball, out of sun, out of sky. And it's grabbed in left field. Going over to the center field area was the left fielder, Garrett Manchester. The Cougars are scoreless in the 6th, 4-3 Plattsburgh. After 6-4, we're going to the 7th in a close ball game. Plattsburgh will send up their 6, 7, and 8 hitters to start the 7th inning, leading by a run. Alex Maston takes ball 1. Plattsburgh scored 3 in the 1st, 1 in the 4th. Cougars scored 1 in the 1st, 2 in the 4th. And that's been it. Ball 2.
Let him hit it. Got a lot of leather behind you. Let's go.
Another timeout. My guess is it's the Plattsburgh batters who are asking for all those timeouts.
Look good, Cap. Look real good. Settle down, Skip. Settle down. You got this, kid. Let's go.
Let's see if, there we go, get the position here. Ball 4. A leadoff walk. We've seen those before here for Plattsburgh. Maston walks. And Garrett Manchester, the left fielder, will step in.
Come on, Kev. Let's go.
Plattsburgh would love to add a run or two to that 1-run lead. Strike, stolen base. He's safe. He's out. He's out. Holy cow. On chase in perfect position. Rabideau says, I can throw people out too. Firing, I believe, is Lefebvre covering. Shortstop covering, I believe. Although it should be the second baseman on a right-handed batter. I think it was shortstop. So, the leadoff man is erased. As Rabideau fires to get the out. That's the third caught stealing today, I think, and Rabideau's been involved in all of them. Cougar fans wanted it. Spelled.
All right, Kevin.
Head of the game, buddy. It's okay.
In the dirt. We gotta adjust again because of the first base coach. He's
Roll fire. Let's go.
coaching where he wants, which is entirely up to him. But it seems like he's constantly moving in front of our view of the pitcher. Ball is fouled out of play. They're running out of baseballs here. Some parents are going to go help look in the tall grass. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Just missed. 3 and 2.
Don't worry, Kevin.
You gotta work in
There's a thimble in there somewhere.
Payoff pitch. Hit to the left side. Long throw. Bigor. Excellent target. Well, it goes from Jacob Jeanette over to Garrett Bigor. Bigor can reach it. He's going to hang on to it. So that's 2 down. And it's going to bring up Rob Hartman, the designated hitter. Strike 1, fouls it off. 4-3, Plattsburgh leads top half of the 7th inning. Section 7, Class B, quarterfinal. Strike. 0-2 the count. Sosa delivers. Goes all the way to the backstop. The 1-2 pitch. High ball 2. 2-2. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. 1-run lead for Plattsburgh. Sosa winds, delivers. Strike 3 looking. Caught him high in the strike zone. So we're going to go to the bottom of the 7th. So the Cougars needing 1 to tie, 2 to win. Robbie Knowles needing 3 outs for a Hornets win. Don't go away. Pinch hitter Austin Forkey will step in for the Cougars to lead off the 7th inning. He's batting for Brent Stein, the right fielder. Robbie Knowles hoping to go the distance to get the W. Following Stein will be the top, following Forkey will be the top of the order. 4-3 Plattsburgh. Strike 1. On deck, Kevin Sousa with Garrett Bigor and Marcus Lefebvre in the hole. Fouled, out of play. Strike 2. 1-2 the count. Strike 3. So Forkey goes down looking. The seniors in today's game will be playing their last games on the ones that lose, at least. On the losing team, the seniors will be playing their last games. Winners, as I said, going on to the semifinals. Here's Kevin Suso, the shortstop. Nobody coaching at first base for the Cougars. The guys on the bench are so wrapped up in the game, nobody is coaching at first. Ball one to Sousa. In foul territory. Would have been a heck of a catch. One, I believe, is the count.
Oh crap!
Alright, both umpires say they have 1-1. The 1-1 count was being questioned. Grabbed by the center fielder, Sean Corson. And the Cougars are down to their last out, possibly last out of the 2013 season. First baseman Garrett Bigor, representing the potential tying run and the last out of the season. Rob Knowles, looking to become the first Hornet pitcher in 2013 to defeat the Cougars. Ball one. On deck, Marcus Lefebvre with Josh Rabideau in the hole.
Come on, Noah, put in the zone, kid. Throw hard, kid. Throw hard. Come on, 8. Come on, 8. Oh, you're up.
Ball. I believe that's 3-0. Ball 4. No question on that one. Bigor will come to first. So, tying run is on. Potential winning run is at the plate. Potential final out is at the plate. Plattsburgh in a huddle. Marcus Lefebvre at the plate. Knowles winds, delivers. That's going to be extra bases. It's going to be a game-tying double. Don't look back. Bigor scores. Marcus Lefebvre is going to be the losing pitcher. If he didn't belt that ball into center field, left center field, came through with the game-tying hit. Now Josh Rabideau, the cleanup man and catcher, is up for the Cougars. And what are we having? Oh, they're going to put him on. A free pass. They gave Rabideau a free pass puts the force on. Run at second, it's all that matters. It's although Coach Manchester respects Rabideau's bat, this is mainly about putting the force on, because the guy at second is the guy that's going to win the game. The batter doesn't mean a thing as far as runs. So Reese Tucker will step in. Second baseman now represents the last hope. The tying run has scored. The winning run is at second base. We have 2 outs. Plattsburgh looking to go to 8 innings or more. Cougars would like to get it over in 7. So after spotting the Hornets 3 runs in the first, the Cougars have come back to knot this one up here in the bottom of the 7th at 4-4. Ball 1. Knowles, I'm sure, will be pitching for the American Legion team this year. And of course doing that play-by-play for the Motorsports magazine at Airborne Speedway with his uncle Rob Knowles, a teacher here at Northeastern. Robbie following in the footsteps of his late father, my good friend Rick Knowles, who passed away almost 1.5 years ago over the Christmas holidays in 2011-2012. Almost got him. Almost got him. Well, they've representing the potential winning run. Knowles doesn't want him to get too far ahead. There's a fair ball to the right side. It's going to be trouble. It is dropped. Bases are loaded. Infield hit. Infield hit for Tucker. They would not have gotten him at first base. Ball was bobbled by the first baseman Emery, but they would not have gotten him. So bags are full. And Coach Manchester is going to come out and decide if he's going to stick with Knowles. The winning run is 90 feet away, and Jacob Jeanette is due up for the Cougars. If Jacob Jeanette gets on, Cougars will win this one. Robbie Knowles still in there. Here's the pitch to Jeanette. That's it. Foul. Strike 1. Good job at third base by Whalen. Well, strike 1. Tying run could, no, excuse me, the tying run has scored. The winning run could score on a wild pitch or a pass ball. One and one.
Pay attention out there.
Up the middle, base hit. Base hit. Ball game is over. Walk-off, game-winning single by Jacob Jeanette with the bases full. The Cougars score 2 here in the bottom of the 7th. They'll come back from a 3-0 deficit early in the game to take a 5-4 victory. So Northeastern Clinton will be the team advancing to play Beekmantown tomorrow at Beekmantown. As I said earlier, I do not think I'll be covering that game. We've got B's, C's, and D's all playing at the same time. Boys, girls, we have make-up dates because of inclement weather over the past 4 or 5 days. So I don't think we'll be able to get that one. Rob Knowles, the first guy in line to shake the Cougars' hands. So that's the way it was in Section 7, Class B quarterfinals. Northeastern Clinton, 5-4, come from behind victory to defeat the Plattsburgh High School Hornets. We're coming at you from Northeastern Clinton Central School, beautiful downtown Champlain. Thanks for watching. And for those of you supporting viewer-supported local television, Hometown Cable, the only place you're going to find this kind of programming is Hometown Cable. And if you appreciate Hometown Cable being here, holiday or not, we appreciate hearing from you. Meantime, thanks for watching.